Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in. Today we're going to do a review of the Titan Fitness Rackable Trap Bar. So off first impression, looking on the website, this bar is great. It's got a super long loadable sleeve, so you can load tons of weight on this sleeve, where your standard cap trap bar off of Amazon, which is $100, we can probably only load about 4 of our 45-pound bumpers on there. If you have metal plates, you can load a lot more, so it just depends on what you have inside your gym. The other thing, it appears to be very big online. So when you look at it, the bar looks super spacious, very big. It's rackable, which is cool. So you could do presses, you could rack it up on the rack and do overhead presses. You could rack it and do shrugs. So there's a lot of different things you can do while racking it on your power racks. So initial impression, you step into the bar and you realize how narrow these handles are in the bar. So I have a cap bar, trap bar, which costs $100, which I'll put side to side on this. But I want to say 9 out of 10 of my athletes inside PR Strength do not like this bar. And it's because it's super, super narrow. So you can't go, I'm not that big, I'm probably 5'9.5". This is about shoulder width for me. You can't go any wider than that. So that is definitely a big drawback. If I had known that before I purchased this bar, I would definitely not have purchased a couple of these bars. I would have gone another route. But we'll go about the review. So we'll talk about the Knurling. So it's not very aggressive at all. It's super, super soft knurling. It's basically non-existent on the bars, at least that I have. It does knurl most of the handle, which is nice. These handles are big. So there is a little bit of issues with people lining up their hands properly, which I'll go over with you guys. But the feel of the bar, it's a comfortable, well-balanced bar, other than the fact that I can't widen my feet out. So it is good if you're a very narrow stance lifter. You'll get a lot of benefit from this bar and you won't have any issues with standing inside of it. So I'm sure they might have the measurements online for this, and I overlooked that, so hopefully you guys won't after you see this video. But here's the measurement between the handles. So on the Titan Trap Bar, the measurement is, I'd say it's a little under 2 feet. Actually, it's way under 2 feet. So if we're measuring actual distance between the handles, we've got 1 foot, it's about 1 foot 9 inches, 1 foot 10 inches, so somewhere around there. So that's not that big of a distance. So a $250+ trap bar versus this one was like $86 on Amazon. So this bar we have 2 feet 1 inch in between the handles. So my gym, I have guys that are as big as 6'8". This bar is bigger, you can load more weight, but they can't fit inside of it. So just with that alone, if you're a big guy, if you try to go wide stance or even wider than shoulder width on your deadlifts, I definitely do not recommend the Titan Fitness Rackable Trap Bar. It just doesn't have the appropriate space to be able to lift big weight inside of it. But if you want to do it would be good for a narrow stance deadlift, and that's about it. But the pros, you can load a lot of weight, but you can't get a wide stance to be able to lift heavy weight. The cons, you really can't fit inside of it. It's a little expensive, compared to this trap bar that was half the price, even less than that. So the fix for this, if you want to go with the cap trap bar, you have to use metal 45s, and you should be able to load maybe up to 600 pounds on that bar. So if you gotta ask me, I would say save your money, buy the $100 trap bar, which I found for $87 when it was on sale, versus buying this big Rackable Titan trap bar. And unfortunately, I bought 2 of them because I didn't look into the details of it, but you live and you learn, so hopefully this video can help you guys make a better decision in buying a trap bar. Alright guys, thanks for tuning into today's video. Unfortunately, it was I think it's the first one where I didn't tell you guys to go buy this product, but it is what it is. Make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel. I got tons of more equipment we're going to do reviews on. Thanks for tuning in, guys.